Hi Cynergy, it's Rick Barraza in the San Diego office. Now recently at our Experience Design Summit, we were talking about future trends and forecasting, and we talked about physical deformations, pixel shaders, both Microsoft's and Adobe's with Pixel Bender, smart particles, things such as that. So what we wanted to do is create a prototype that helped fuse these concepts together. And so this is what we have here. So the story here is the Surface can be running, say, in our lobby to greet customers. And the first thing was, can we combine Microsoft's new pixel shaders with the multi-touch input? The answer is yes, you can. While it's not officially supported, the ability to come in here and to be warping elements in WPF based on multi-point inputs is completely doable. If you want to learn more about these types of pixel shaders, I strongly suggest Adam Kinney's blog, where he's interviewing David Teitelbaum, and they're talking about the WPF code effects library available up on Codeplex. A lot of these pixel shaders that you're seeing got their start from that packet. It's an invaluable resource up there if you want to look into this a little bit more. Now, how we can use this is that the users can come in and instead of, say, coming to the Surface and clicking it or clicking next, the driver can come in and literally just warp into the application they want to get into as part of the transition. In this case, if it's in our lobby, it can be a world map that shows our offices. We can have a little eye hand candy. The original Surface Attract application used this water ripple effect. I believe they built it in XNA, I'm not exactly sure, but we wanted to see, can we go ahead and do it in WPF with our smart particles, and sure enough, it's here. When you have them actually touching these types of effects, deformations or warps or ripples, it really provides that great tactile feedback. So in this environment, the user can come in and besides playing with the map, they can go in and click on one of our offices. And these smart particles rearrange themselves to be additional parts of the interface as needed. Now, almost every Surface application, they're showing a scatter view item control as how they get their photo gallery. It's one of the most powerful controls in WPF if you're developing for Surface, but we wanted to see what other things could we do with it. Could we also combine pixel shaders here? And the answer is, of course, we could. So we're used to blurring things with our fingers, so the option is, can we come in and kind of blur between photographs as a transition? At least let's start thinking about other ways besides just a scatter view item control that we can start presenting it. And again, pixel shaders with touch deformations is a great experience we're going to want to have back and forth. When you're actually touching it and you're warping the things, it just feels more natural, it feels more organic. So if you come back into an office, or say, the user can jump into other offices, say Washington, D.C. But if this were really in our lobby and we were entertaining clients, usually on that kickoff meeting we have a set of documents we want to share with them. So we can also use the tag recognitions on our business cards so that when the user comes in, we can drop our business cards, an interface gets built up, and it can pull our documents from, say, the cloud or Microsoft's Mesh. To bring in those documents, we can share them with the user, examine them, write notes, and, say, drag them to a USB drive that has its own key on it. So this is one of the things we would also want to leverage with the Surface. So if it's physical deformations, pixel shaders, smart particles, these are all emerging trends that we really want to keep an eye on. And this is to encourage you, really need to beef up our game. Anything in general or industry, we've been so used to sliding, fading in, fading out, that these types of new technologies are having us readdress how strongly our physics can flow, how realistic our simulations can be, because when you start touching something, you really need to have that level of responsiveness stronger than if it's just a traditional mouse. So that's it for this demonstration. In a couple weeks, I'm going to be releasing another video that I really think is going to knock your socks off. I can't talk much about it right now, but stay tuned for that one. But for today, this is the work we're doing with Microsoft Surface, and these files will be available internally for us.